Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video we will be looking into how to create a shell in Blender. So let's get started. So let me just enable my screencast keys. So in case if I press any shortcut keys, that should be available to you on the left hand side bottom corner. So here we have a default cube. I'll just move this as well. Okay, here we have default cube. If I press X, here you can see you are able to see the shortcut which I have pressed. So X, delete. So let's get started on how to do this. So first what we have to do is go to add mesh circle, and then you have to go to modifiers, add modifier, array modifier, and here you will have to make x as 0 and z as 0.1. Then go to edit mode, and here you can just click on minus y axis, and here you will have to rotate it extremely slightly. Just, yeah, here you can see it has rotated it. You might not able to see it properly. Just rotate it slightly. The reason we have to rotate it slightly because we need to change the y value for our modifier. So I'll just change it to 12.5. If you don't change it, here you can see you won't be able to see this circle which have been added at the top at 12.5 distance. So make sure you rotate it very slightly. Then again we can just change the count as well, so maybe around 280. So here you can see it has created a lot of circles. Then you can just go to object mode, and here you can just click on add empty, and here I will just add a cube. Then again I will just select our circle, then I will just scroll down. I'll check this object offset. I'll click on this icon, and then I'll select empty. Okay, then we'll select our cube again, and here make sure you again are on the minus y axis, and here we can just rotate it on the left hand side. So just rotate it till you get not on the right hand side but on the left hand side. So yeah, here you can see you should get something like this. So you can just approximate it. It should look something like this. This looks okay too. I'll just zoom out a little. So something like this looks okay to me. Then you will click on the z axis. Again, make sure your cube is selected, and you will have to rotate it up. So not like this but like this, something like this. I'll just zoom out a little so you can see. So something like this. Okay, make sure these curves are on top of each other. Like, you don't make it extremely like this. You will have to make it, just stick it little bit to each other. So don't stick it much, but the curves of our circle should stick little bit according to whatever you feel is correct. Then we'll click on x axis, and here I'll just zoom out a little, and here I'll just do s, and I'll scale it little bit in. So yeah, this looks okay to me. If you want to rotate it, you can rotate it. I'll keep it as it is. Then we'll change again, go to select our circle, change the count to almost 500, and then I'll apply the modifier as well. Then we will go to edit mode, select the edge, and here I will just right click, bridge edge loops. So here you can see our shell has got created. Then we will again come back to object mode. I'll select our empty, I'll x delete it. Then we will go to again edit mode, sorry, select your circle, go to edit mode. Now here you can see, if I just zoom in a little, this thing is sticked with this particular thing. If you want to move it, you can. I'll quickly show it to you. Don't move it too much, otherwise it will look a little bit weird if your shape is this particular circle is connected with this one. So just click on proportional editing, select connected only. Make sure you are in the edge mode, this edge select, and here you can just select any one of these edges, and you can just do G, press G and move it a little bit outside. Then select the bottom edge, move it a little bit outside. So yeah, this looks okay to me. Then once that is done, okay, then again we'll come back to object mode, right click, shade smooth, and we'll add a solidify modifier. We'll just say this solidify, and then I'll just change the thickness to 0.031. Then add a subdivision surface as well. Okay, then what we can do is we can just go to the shading tab, then just click on this plus button, and here we will add a noise texture. Add this, then I'll just join this color to the base color. Then I will add a color ramp as well, so I'll just click on add. I will add a color ramp, and I'll place in between these two, so it will automatically do the connection. I'll just move this a little bit, something like this, and this color as well, something like this. So yeah, this looks okay to me. Play around with the colors if you want to. Then in noise texture, we change the scale to 3, and here we'll change the roughness to 0.8. Then you can join color ramps roughness, like color, to the roughness of principal BHDF. So yeah, this looks okay. Now you can't directly export this because we are using procedural shaders. So if you try to export it, this color which we have applied won't be visible to you. So what you will have to do is just go to UV editing, select the entire by pressing A, click U, unwrap, smart UV project, unwrap. Okay, so this is fine. Then go back to shading. I'm not an expert in UV editing, so if you want to change those values, you can. If you are a beginner like me, don't worry too much about it. Then here we'll have to add one more tab. Now I'm on my laptop, which does not have much available height, so it might look a little bit. So I will just move it like this. Okay, then I'll just, so you have to go over here, at the cursor will become something like this, and then you can stretch it up or stretch it down. Okay, then here we'll have to select image editor, then click on new. You can name it whatever you feel like. I'll just name it as bake. Click on new image. If you wanted, you can change the width and height as well. I'll keep it as it is. It's fine for me. If you want more details, then over here inside our shading, I'll just click on add. I'll search for image texture. I'll add it over here. You don't have to connect it to anywhere. I'll just move it over here. Again, I'm not connecting it anywhere. Just keep it as it is. Then here I will select this particular icon, and here you can see I'm able to see the bake image which I have created. So I'll just select that. Then we'll have to go to render. Here go to cycles and scroll down. Here you can go to bake. I will just unselect this. First just select diffuse over here, and I can just unselect this direct indirect, and then just click on bake. Now this might take little bit of time depending on how complex your procedural structure shader is. So just be patient, and also it depends on how the width and height of your images. So yeah, let this finish and then I'll come back. Okay, so here you can see your image should look something like this, like the color which we had applied once the baking is done. Once that is done, you can just join this color of your image texture to the base color of principal BHDF, so that this color of our color ramp gets removed. That's what we want. So basically we are baking the procedural texture inside the as an image, and then wrapping it as a texture to our 3D model. Then you can just do file, export, GLTF. I'll just save it to our desktop, and here also go to data, mesh, and click on apply modifiers as well, and here I'll just click on export GLTF 2.0. Then you can just go to this website called GLTF viewer, and I can just drag and drop this particular thing, and here you can see our shell has been displayed. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.